Hello guys, my name is Andre Bilivo. If you have anxiety, panic attacks, if you feel sick, if you feel low energy, I invite you to listen to my story because I'm sure it could help you a lot. Alright, here we go.
As a young boy, all I really wanted to do was play. I think I started to notice that life was so serious for all these people, all these adults. I didn't want to participate in any kind of serious things. That's what I did. I played. I went outside all the time. I was always outside playing, climbing trees, playing in my imagination, being a ninja. When I graduated, I didn't really know what to do. I went to work as a carpenter, and then I went out west, snowboarding. Came back, couple jobs, went to college, small business. Have anything to do with this adult life of responsibility. I joined a martial art, and right away, man, then play started to be all the time. I could play all the time. And when I was a kid, now that I see it, playing was a way to survive in this world. It was a way to run away from life. And when I joined that Kung Fu, that was a way for me to run away from and suppress my emotion in certain ways. Because this Kung Fu, you can't just train in class. It's not something that you go and do. It's something that you gotta bring in your whole life. When you spar, you have to stay relaxed because you're using your partner's energy. So you can't be in a reactive mode. So you have to bring this non-reactive mode into your whole life so you can just stay chill.
Basically, this martial art saved my life. I have no doubt. Without this martial art, I would still be struggling with all kinds of problems, I'm sure. It made me aware of myself, made me look in the mirror.
So by doing this, I was getting proud of my accomplishment. Just like a gold medal winner, when he wins his gold medal, there are lots of them who fall into deep depression. And you know what happens when you go up, 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 up? The higher you go, the harder you fall. So I went high as a kite. I was proud of basically my abilities.
The mind was dividing itself from the controller and the controlled, which is bringing upon great division between one fragment of the mind from the other, which is obviously the opposite of union.
Life is not meant to be controlled. So this problem wasn't a problem yet, but as you will see, it became one. All of a sudden I got my black sash, and I couldn't do any more Kung Fu because I hurt my shoulder, right? So, and all of a sudden I couldn't run away anymore. My plan was to get this black sash, move in my camp, and teach Kung Fu and have a garden and hunt and, you know, kind of escaping that way. That was the plan. But all of a sudden life had a surprise. All of a sudden, I started to get bitter. I started to be like, didn't really like the situation. I didn't really like what was going on. Drinking 2-3 times a week. I started to study yoga. Started to do yoga like 8 hours a day. Study books for 2 hours and practice 6. That was probably my last attempt of suppressing emotions and run away, because at that time I got real good. Like my ability to focus on only the breath was unreal. I remember, well, that's why I was spending so much time there. It was a blissful place in a way, but I was totally in the moment, but observing it in the back as, wow, you're good, right? I'm doing this, the controller, the I. You see that?
But in pursuing these spiritual disciplines, yoga and Zen and so forth, and also psychotherapy, there comes up a big difficulty. And the big difficulty is this. I want to find a method whereby I can change my consciousness. But therefore to improve myself. But the self that needs to be improved is the one that is doing the improving. And so I'm rather stuck.
One of the messages here is that you can use anything to grow as a human being or to suppress your emotion and run away from life. You see, I was using yoga and kung fu to run away, but now I'm using yoga and kung fu to grow as a human being, to give me strength to push on through, to face my fears, to go out there in the world where I'm not comfortable and feel that. Yeah, that was my last attempt to suppress, and all of a sudden craziness started to happen. All of a sudden the whole body started to twitch, like twitching. Anyways, twitching for 3 days. It twitched, and every joint of my body, except my jaw and my fingers and toes, start to have more and more stiffness in them and pain. Stiffness and pain. All of a sudden, after 3 days, I couldn't walk. I couldn't take my own shower. I couldn't prepare my own meals. I couldn't stand up for more than 30 seconds at a time. You know, my legs couldn't even support me.
This was my max speed at start. My max speed at walking.
I was losing hair. I was losing skin in the shower. Like, skin could peel off under your fingernails. I was going to the bathroom every half hour with burning piss and urinary infection. The doctor didn't find anything. They didn't find anything at all. I went to the specialist. He said, like, you have nothing. It's like, okay, I have nothing. So my will wasn't broken. I had strong will. I was determined to get out of there. I was determined to get back on my feet.